what would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
I would just definitely run and hide.
Yeah?
I don't like zombies.
No, how about you?
I don't think we'd survive against them.
I think we would try and survive, wouldn't we, girls? But then we would end up dying, so we'd have to hide.
I'd pretend to be dead.
I'd kill myself.
Kill yourself.
Yeah. I don't want to be killed by anyone else, so I'd kill myself.
Why would you not want to be killed by anyone else?
I don't know, that's been my biggest fear. Like,
She's got
someone
too much
killing me,
pride.
I would rather kill myself. You know?
Yeah.
Pride issues.
Yeah, probably.
Would you say that it was a moral issue for them to try and kill and eat you?
I mean, we're not really part of their food chain. That's the only reason I can see why they'd want to kill us, for no reason.
Do you think the zombies are doing something wrong by trying to eat you?
No, it's not their fault. They don't know what they're doing.
Exactly right.
It just goes over in their brain, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's like a crocodile.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a meal.
Do you think if they did know, and let's say they made the choice to do it anyway, would that be a moral issue to you?
Yeah. If I was a zombie and I was going to eat my friends just because I thought it'd be fun, I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
Definitely shouldn't be able
So if the
to.
zombies are making a choice, it's wrong, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's right.
Let's say if it wasn't eating you then, let's say if it was eating, say like a dog, would it still be wrong?
Yeah, definitely. If they are making a conscious decision to eat someone.
You see where it's going?
Okay.
Our next question would be, what if it was like a pig?
Oh, okay. Well,
Say if they could choose between, if they had a conscious choice between, say, killing and eating you or living off something else, would it then be wrong, morally wrong for them to do it?
I don't think it would be moral to eat human. It's not really moral to eat anything, is it? Either way, something's.
We just
And
said
it
us
doesn't
being
matter
at the top of the food chain.
Let's say if a zombie says, I'm the top of the food chain because I can eat you,
Right.
it wouldn't necessarily make it moral to do it,
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't make it right.
Let's say if rather than eating you, the zombie was eating like your dog.
Oh no, not like that.
That's wrong, right?
Yeah.
Why would that be wrong?
It's like,
It's wrong in all aspects, isn't it, really?
yeah,
Because
the...
you're gonna make us vegan after this video.
it is wrong, but
It's also part of the natural food chain.
yeah.
Right.
Like, other animals eat other animals, and we're just part of that, eating other animals.
That's true. Like a lion or like eat a gazelle and that kind of thing. But does the lion need to eat like the gazelle to survive?
Yeah, because it needs a source of meat of some sort.
It's like a carnivore.
It's
Yeah.
natural, yeah.
But do we need to eat animals to survive?
No,
Eat to.
no. I know everyone has different views, but
Yeah.
they don't taste nice.
It does taste nice, right?
Eat meat.
Let's say if the zombie really enjoyed eating you, would that make it okay? Or do you say it's still wrong?
Oh, I don't know, because it's another human. It's cannibalism.
Yeah.
If it was eating your pet dog,
Well, that's my pet dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it would be my pet dog. No.
do you think that there'd be like a moral difference between, say a pig or your pet dog? Would it be both wrong, or is it just wrong to eat the dog?
I guess you'd have to say both wrong, but I think with animals, I know it's sad, but they're bred to be
Sure,
eaten. They're
yeah.
bred to have
and
that.
you
It
get
is
attachments
just.
to different things. Like,
Yeah.
you won't be attached to a pig like you're attached to a dog, probably.
Let's say then I started, say, a dog farm, and I started breeding these dogs specifically for food. Would you still see me as wrong for killing them?
Again, it's society.
It's society, yeah.
Yeah.
You would see you as wrong because that's a pet. I know farmers have pigs or whatever, but
Yeah. If you look at the parallels then, let's say, well, what we're doing to animals.
Yeah.
Do you think that can be morally justified if we could eat something else? Is it morally wrong?
I do think it is morally wrong to eat meat.
I
I
think
don't
that's.
eat that much meat. I'm more of a pescatarian, but I guess
Even
that's
then,
still
that's
a
still
living.
fish.
Would you say you're against animal cruelty?
Yeah. Oh.
How would you define that?
Anything that's mistreating an animal, but then again,
I
I guess
think eating meat is they're getting mistreated by being killed. This is like a lose-lose situation.
exactly.
Do you think we need to eat animals to survive or be healthy?
No.
No.
So would you say it's unnecessary?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to eat animals.
Would you say that unnecessarily harming an animal, is that animal cruelty?
Yeah. It's against their will as well.
And
I'm not having a burger after this.
so if we look at like a different culture then, like in parts of Asia where they eat dogs,
yeah.
do you have any opinions on that?
Sad.
I think it's really sad because then they don't kill them nicely either.
Okay, yeah.
But that's just a different way of life as well. They obviously live in a different place to us.
Yeah.
So it's a different way we're
Part
brought
of their
up.
norm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure. You mentioned they don't kill them nicely. Do you think there is a nice way to kill? And how would that look?
If an animal like had a nice life, like it was organic, free range, all that, and then died naturally but healthy, so you can still eat it, then I think fair enough.
Sure, like if an animal died of natural causes. But let's say if we kill them, say let's say an animal had a wonderful life then, free range, organic, all the space in the world, and then we killed them after like 6 months.
I don't know.
It's difficult, right? Because it's not something we think about very often.
It's hard. If I was human, it's suffocation. The nicest way possible.
So that might be a nice
So
way.
I've got quite a good life. I'm quite happy. If someone comes up behind me and suffocates me, is that immoral or is that okay?
There's definitely immoral.
An animal, you're going to do it. You can tell a human.
That's
You
true.
can be like,
I know.
Yeah, they've got the same understanding and like emotions and
Yeah. Like, do you think an animal can like feel joy and feel sadness?
Yeah, definitely.
some more than others.
They do have a different lifestyles as humans, though. Just in general, like animals don't understand the same. I don't know, but don't understand the same way humans do.
True. Yeah. And I guess there's some humans who have like a lesser capacity to understand things as well, right?
Yeah.
But we wouldn't say we should hurt them.
No, of course.
every time we're buying something, we're feeding into the
Right.
production of it.
So in that sense, is buying an animal product, is that animal cruelty?
Yeah, you're supporting it, like by default, I guess. Yeah.
So is the act of purchasing and consuming animal products, is that kind of going against your own morals then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't think. I think it's a thing when we talk about it. Like now, we think about it and we realize
But obviously, it's like a
But
day-to-day thing. You just eat
when
food,
you're in the
don't you?
shop, you don't kind
Definitely.
of. Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it that we don't think about it?
Most people grew up eating meat or not eating meat, so it's just either you eat meat or you don't. So it's nothing we really needed to think about.
Exactly,
And I just think like you wouldn't think about brushing your teeth because it's something that you grew up knowing day in, day out. So eating meat is something that most people have grown up knowing day in, day out. So I think that's why it's something that people don't really think about.
Definitely. I guess it's kind of like maybe we don't really make the choice to begin in the first place, maybe we just start.
Yeah.
Do you think if you were a child and you were having the choice between, say, killing and eating an animal or eating, say, let's say like a vegan burger, which would you rather have chosen?
As a child, you're innocent, so you wouldn't want to kill an animal.
Yeah,
so you'd definitely go for the vegan option.
Yeah. Do you think we can be happy and healthy without eating animals?
Yeah, because you can get enough from everything else. Yeah.
So would you say it's unnecessary then?
It is a necessity. It's not a necessity. It's like it's a choice, but people aren't willing to give it up.
Right.
I know that I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
I like pigs and blankets too much.
So what are the benefits then? What are the like the positives to eating animals? Like what's the reason you would continue to do it?
Well, taste, for
Yeah,
sure.
taste.
100%. Nutritional value, it's a major food group, isn't it, that we eat? That's probably it for me.
Okay. So you agree that we can get the same nutrition from elsewhere, but you get the taste pleasure from it. What are the negatives of eating animals?
If I get
You become like more resistant to, like it's not good for our health in the long run with resistance to antibiotics and that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
maybe if
disease.
we're like becoming vegetarian, we wouldn't be so resistant.
Yeah. And any other negatives that maybe aren't about us as well?
for by still having meat.
Yeah. So like maybe for the animal.
Oh no, there's not really any negatives because they're still alive.
I would have become a vegan because from my culture, I couldn't live without curry goat, and you can't make a vegan option of that.
You
Do
know.
you know what I mean?
Wait, is fish isn't?
No,
Fish isn't vegan.
It's like anything living.
Pescatarian.
Anything from an animal.
Okay, yeah, no, I could
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So I feel like there's some foods that you've grown up on and they're like your favourite foods and like
Sure.
you can't make vegan options of them. Like you can make a vegan burger, but you can't make vegan curry goat.
Right.
I know it sounds
It's,
hard.
you know, it's part of your it's part of
Tofu
the
can
culture.
only go so far. Like,
Yeah. Do you think that culture should be able to dictate morality at all?
do you think it should be able to?
Yeah. So let's say in parts of the world where it's part of their culture to treat women more poorly,
Right, yeah.
because it's part of their culture, does that make it morally acceptable?
No, not at all.
Would you say it's wrong regardless of the culture?
Yeah, 100%.
So in terms of harming an animal, if it's part of our culture to maybe eat their bodies, does that make it more moral, or is it wrong regardless of culture?
it's still wrong.
Either way.
Yeah. You might not
But
want
then
to eat
that's
it,
how
but
the universe. So we should be vegans either way.
yeah.
We're still affecting the universe.
Sorry, I didn't catch that point.
Plants help the universe. So either way, we're still affecting the universe. You know?
True, but plants aren't sentient. Like they don't feel pain.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But how do we know they don't feel pain?
I suppose because they haven't got a brain
No,
or.
I totally get it. I know they don't. But
But like,
Okay.
how do
in
we act?
theory, how do we know?
Sure.
Like, how
And,
do
like,
we know
they're-
Jesus was white?
What do you think the animals that we eat are eating?
Plant.
They're eating shit that we pump into them to make them big and beefy
Yeah.
and ready to go to the slaughterhouse quicker.
Yeah. A lot of the food that these animals eat is things like soy, grains, and we're breeding billions of these animals each year. So we're feeding all these animals with all this food that could theoretically go to feeding humans. So I suppose in that sense we're killing more plants. There's more plant casualties
Yeah.
as a result of eating animals, isn't there?
Yeah, because they must be fed to the animals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll leave it there because ice cream's gonna give me
Yeah.
call by the time we finish the interview.
Let's move forward. Okay, you need to go lower down. You're too high up. Okay. What are you trying to be, the dolphin? Okay. You need to go down. Now move forward. Now down again. There. But a little bit further forward. A little bit up. Okay, no, a little bit down.